Hello nerds, welcome back to another video. It's Gabriella from Gabby's Reads. Today is a great day and it's gonna get even better because I've got a book haul for you guys. I got quite a few books to show off that I've collected over the past few weeks. Some books that I've received as gifts, some books that I've bought from Book Outlet, and some books that I bought from Chapters Indigo. So don't forget to subscribe before the video starts. So let's start off with the books I got as gifts recently. As one gift, I got 3 books that seem to be missing from my collection. Apparently, not having Stephen King is a crime. So first, I got The Stand by Stephen King. If you don't know, The Stand is about a pandemic and people dying, which is so far from reality. I can't wait to escape into this one. It's a really thick one. But I'm excited. I've never read any Stephen King before, so I don't think I'm going to start with this one because, yeah, it's just very daunting. I don't think it's the best idea to start with this one, but I can't wait to escape to a world as if there was a pandemic, as if people were dying, as if people were sick. You know, it's so far from a reality. I just can't wait. Next, I received Carrie by Stephen King. This one was pretty high on my list of Stephen King novels that I wanted to read and get to. We kind of all know the story of Carrie, you know, girl, teenager, prom, pig's blood, and it's been kind of used as for imagery throughout a lot of pop culture. It has so many pop culture references. So I'm really excited to dive into this one. This one is a lot less daunting, very smaller, very much smaller. So I'm excited with this one. Next, we've got the one and only The Shining by Stephen King. Also, this one is kind of a must read. I also haven't seen the movie The Shining, which I think is a federal crime. Please don't hurt me, but yeah, I haven't seen the movie either, so I'm excited to go read this book before I see the actual movie. I know Stephen King has some reservations about the portrayal of the main character by Jack Nicholson, if I'm not mistaken. But apparently everybody likes it except him, so we'll go with that. But I can't wait to see his vision of the main character and then see the actor and the director's portrayal as well. So that's an exciting read. I think I might save this one for Spooktober. We'll see. Maybe this summer I'll need some sort of spooky read. We'll find out. So next for this book haul, we're going to go into the Book Outlet books that I got. If you don't know, Book Outlet is a website that sells books at a lesser price. It's sort of a thrift store online, and it is set in Canada, which is nice. I like supporting Canadian companies. But usually they get the books from publishers when they have a surplus of books, or from bookstores. Often when they get a new cover and things like that, they need to get the old cover out of there, so they sell them to a lesser price to Book Outlet. So there's books that are usually like $30, $40, hardcover books, paperbacks and all that, special edition books that are then for $10 or less. Like the most expensive book I've ever bought from Book Outlet was $10, so it is a pretty good deal. If ever you are interested in buying books from Book Outlet, I will leave my referral code down below in the description. You will be able to get $10 off. I'll be able to get $10 off. This is not promoted, by the way. This is not sponsored or anything like that, but getting $10 off each, pretty good deal to me. So if you're interested, don't forget to go down below. So the first book I got from Book Outlet is Wolf by Wolf by Ryan Groden. I've never read any of her works before. I know that Wolf by Wolf is the first of a series, which I am interested in continuing. I haven't read this one yet, but I think the premise is just so interesting by itself. It's about this woman who, during the time of the Holocaust, decides that she wants to murder Hitler. And she finds out about this motorcycle competition where the winner gets to meet Hitler. So she decides to enter this motorcycle competition to get close to Hitler and be able to kill him. Will she succeed? We don't know. I don't know how close to reality they're keeping it, because if they're keeping it close to reality, obviously we know what happened to Hitler. But I'm excited to see how this goes and how it evolves into a series as well. The next book I got at Book Outlet is I'll Be Gone in the Dark by Michelle McNamara. This one is a nonfiction. It's about a woman. She's an investigative journalist who goes on the hunt for a serial killer that's killing across California and across the West Coast. The author, Michelle McNamara, died before she could finish this novel, so her interns and her colleagues finished this one for her. This is a large print version. That's what happens when you buy secondhand or from book outlet and things like that. You don't really know what you're gonna get. So this is much bigger than the actual book is supposed to be, and the writing is also much bigger than it's supposed to be, but I think it's going to be a nicer, easier read that way, so I'm kind of excited that it ended up that way. And I'm really excited. I am a true crime buff. I love mystery. I love reading about murders, so this is going to be a great read for me, I think. The next book and the last book that I got in this haul from Book Outlet is from Kate Elizabeth Russell, and it's called My Dark Vanessa. This one is a bit of a darker read. I would say even darker than I'll Be Gone in the Dark, even though this is fiction. But it's basically the story of this girl slash woman. We see her, I think, at 2 different points in her life. And it's basically this girl who was groomed by her teacher when she was about 15, and was sexually assaulted by him. And started a sort of relationship, obviously non-consensual, with him. And you see her both going through it and the aftermath, and seeing him go to trial for his crimes that he not only did to the main character, but to other women as well. So really dark read, really intense. So of course, trigger warning for that. Stay far away from this book if you're triggered by anything related to SA or anything like that. But I've only heard great things about it, so I'm really excited. And also, this is a hardcover, and I'm pretty sure I paid like $6 from it, which, again, Book Outlet did not sponsor this, but it's pretty crazy. Okay, so the last batch of books that I bought were from Chapters Indigo. Like I said, my favorite store in the world. So these are newer releases that I couldn't find at a lesser price, unfortunately, but these are books that I was really excited to read, so I just had to get them right away. I couldn't wait the like 2-3 years it was gonna get to end up in a thrift store online. So the first one I got is It Is Wood, It Is Stone by Gabriella Burnham. Again, wow. First of all, her name had no impact on my buying it, like, at all. I wasn't like impressed by someone having my name with the same writing and everything. Like that didn't play a part at all. And the fact that the cover is a beautiful yellow with beautiful plants and flowers also had no impact on me buying it. Not at all. Obviously, it's this woman and this man and her husband who move to South America and start a new life. She has no job, and it kind of is a quest of, I think, finding herself and going on an adventure. She's a bored housewife living in South America with no friends and no family there. So that's kind of the story. It's a very short one, but gosh, the cover is just outstanding. Like, I really love it so much. And again, played no part in me getting this book. Like, I don't buy books just for covers. Are you crazy? Anyways. The next book I got is a book I've not heard nothing but great things about, and it's The Vanishing Half by Brit Bennett. There's another book I want to get of hers called The Mothers that she wrote before this, but this one has been getting so much hype recently. I just had to get my hands on it. Again, outstanding cover. Look at these colors. Like, that shit drives me crazy. Like, I love book covers. Like, it's literally a part of my identity at this point. So basically, The Vanishing Half is about these 2 Black women who are white passing, and they're sisters, and they kind of separate throughout their lives and live different lives. One of them uses her white passing privilege to basically live life as a white woman. The other one embraces the fact that she is Black and living life as a Black woman. So it's sort of, you see those 2 stories and how they unfold and how their lives parallel in some ways. But yeah, this seems like a great read, and I've only heard great things about this one. So again, couldn't wait, had to pick this up. The next novel I got is This Close to Okay by Lisa Cross Smith. This one is a story about mental health and friendship. So that really interested me. Again, amazing colors on the cover. I just love the style of cover that both The Vanishing Half and This Close to Okay kind of share. Like the sort of more abstract colors and things. Obviously, The Vanishing Half is more that way, but I really love this style. I feel like they match really well. So I feel like it's may be a new trend starting, which I'm totally on board with. But basically, also, I love a story with Black members and people of color. So this one was obviously an ultimate read for me. I believe it just came out in early February, I think February 2nd. So yeah, that one had to be a Chapters buy. Again, wasn't a hard decision. I love learning about mental health. I have studied psychology in school, so for me it seemed like a pretty easy buy and a pretty go-to book for me. I've also only heard good things from the people who have read the ARC for this, the advanced reader's copy, so really excited to pick this one up. And the last book in this haul is a book that I think if anybody has spent maybe like 2 minutes on BookTube in the past 6 months, maybe everybody has heard of this book. Everybody's read it except me, I think, at this point, and it's The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Basically, it's a story of this woman in France who makes a deal with the devil or some sort of evil entity to live forever and to live free of pressure and anything that really pressures us humans, you know, productivity, those kinds of things, but it ends up backfiring. And basically, she has to live an eternal life with no one being able to remember her. She can't make human connections, she can't make friends, she can't fall in love, because every time she leaves someone's sight, they completely forget her existence. So this book, I think, if I remember correctly, parallels her first life in France, where she is from. And I think a lot of the book also takes place in 2014 New York. So it takes the span of about 400 years. So I think about post French Revolution to more now, you know, mid to late 2010s. Again, only heard good things. When it comes to the cover, I do like this more simplistic but fun gold cover. However, I've seen the British cover, and gosh, I wish I had waited to buy it from the Book Depository or something like that to get the UK cover, because the UK cover is, as always, superior, but this cover is still deserves rights. So I'm still happy with this purchase. And yeah, it's a book that is really high on my TBR, so it's probably going to be in my TBR very, very soon. So those are all the books I have for you guys today for this book haul. If you like this video, don't forget to like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more bookish content. Down below, you will find all my social media, my wish list, and all the links to all the books I mentioned today. Bye-bye!